fulfill much bigger desires. She doesn't ask for powers of Brahmaji, opulences of Swargaloka, or mystic perfections. Although a pure devotee never asks for material things from the Lord, Aditi Mata asks to satisfy a material desire out of affection for her sons. The Asuras had served the Brahmanas sincerely and got their blessings, so they became powerful and could defeat the Devatas. The blessings of Vaishnavas and Brahmanas can bring miracles in one's life. When a person is favored by Brahmanas and Vaishnavas, no one can defeat him. Even the Lord does not interfere when one is protected by a Brahmana. Lord is inclined to give benedictions to the Brahmana, so if a Brahmana favors someone, the Lord does not interfere, nor can anyone interfere with the happiness of such a person. By changing our place, our problems do not get solved. Only by bhakti our karmas get neutralized. All pure devotees only ask for association of devotees and seva. Examples of Prahlad Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, Vritrasura, and many more. By hearing Hari Katha, all material contamination of our heart gets purified. Having the opportunity to hear Hari Katha and have the association of devotees is not ordinary. It is the highest achievement in the spiritual journey of life. The material world is dukkhale, temporary and full of misery. There is no peace even in Swargaloka. The Devatas also had to face problems, but Lord helps sincere devotees. Bhakti is the only way to get out of problems. Lord tells Aditi Mata that victory will not be possible immediately because time is in favor of the Asuras. The demons are unconquerable because of the power of blessings of the Brahmanas. Here, Lord shows that He is equal to all. Srila Prabhupada transformed the Suduracharus into devotees. That is the power of a pure devotee. Whoever serves the pure devotees of the Lord gain their blessings and become victorious, even if they are Suduracharu. The greatest good fortune is having the association of devotees. The biggest misfortune is going away from the association of devotees. Vaishnava Seva and blessings of Vaishnavas can give all the success in life. On the other hand, Vaishnava Aparad can destroy even the future generations. There should be somebody who can pray for you. Lord accepts the prayers of a sincere devotee. The success in bhakti is a combination of a sincere endeavor, prayers of the devotees, and mercy of the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Mother, you write very nicely everything.
So much.
Okay, so please start the 17th verse. Please start, Mataji.
8:17. अथापि उपयो मम देवि चिन्तया संतोषितस्य व्रतचार्यया ते ममार्चनं नर्हति गन्तुम् अन्यथा श्रद्धानुरूपं फलहेतुकात्वात् Atha, therefore, api, in spite of this situation, upaya, some means, mama, by me, devi, O goddess, chintaya, must be considered, santoshitasya, very pleased, vrata, charyaya, observing the vow, te, by you, mama, archana, worshipping me, na, never, arhati, deserves, gantum, anyatha, to become otherwise, shraddhanurupam, according to one's faith, and devotion, phala, of the result, hetukatvat, from being the cause. Yet because I have been satisfied with the activities of your vow, goddess Aditi, I must find some means to favor you. For worship of me never goes in vain, but certainly gives the desired result. According to
Neha abhikramanasho asti pratyavayo na vidyate swalpamasya dharmasya jayate maho. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that little bit also bhakti, if you have done, that will never ever go waste. And that little bhakti which you have done has the power to save you from greatest danger. Here, Lord, in the first shlokas, few shlokas, He is repeating the desire of Aditi Mata. What desire she has. And after speaking that you have the desire that your sons should regain the kingdom, the enemies should be defeated, their wife should be lamenting. You have this desire. But according to my opinion, the time is not favoring the devatas and the time is favoring them. And they are blessed by the Brahmanas. They are blessed by the Brahmanas. So using force would not be feasible. Will not get the desired result. But after that, now in the 17th verse, Lord is saying one thing, very important statement. My devotion service never go fail. Because by your seva, what you have done, I am satisfied. And when I am satisfied, whatever desire you have will never go. So I will try to find out the mean by which you can get the desired result. And for that, Lord will become Vamandev. For that, Lord will himself go and beg for 3 pieces of land. See, there are sometimes, like Hiranyakashipu, he had made super plan of, not to die. I should not get दिन में नहीं मरूं, रात में नहीं मरूं, अंदर नहीं मरूं, बाहर नहीं मरूं, ऊपर नहीं मरूं, नीचे नहीं मरूं. I should not be killed by any of the human beings or any species which is created by Brahmaji. I should not be killed in 12 months. Any instrument, Astra, Shastra, should not work on me. So he and all the siddhis which are there should be coming with me. Everybody should be under my control. He did everything. But then also, Lord made a way out of become Darshingadev. He was thinking, what is this? Half man, half rat? I've never seen this thing. So if the Lord wants to make a way out, he can do it. He can make a way out. Then Arjuna, when he decided that I will kill Jayadratha, by the end of the day, I will kill Jayadratha. And he used his all method up to the end of the day, and he was not successful. And then he went to the shelter of the Lord. And then Lord told, okay, Jayadratha is here then. And Lord then covered the sun and then he covered the cloud and he removed the cloud. And he told, see the Jayadratha. But the problem with Jayadratha was what? He told that his head should go directly and land in the lap of his father. You take that mantra by which his head goes and sits over. Karna had a Nagastra specially designed for killing Arjuna. Among the Nagastra. That it will go and never miss. Lord, when that arrow came, Lord pushed the rod down. And it went down, the rod went down. And that astra hit the crown of Arjuna. Crown of Arjuna. And the crown fell. And Arjuna was saying, Lord, how does this happen? कैसे हुआ ही? If I had not pressed, your head would have gone. So, Lord can make any way out of the situation, especially for the devotees. For the devotees, we will make a special way out to protect and save it. So many cases we have seen in the lives of devotees, how Lord has, taken out बोलते हैं ना, भक्तों की गाड़ी की नैया पार करा दी भगवान ने. So here the same thing is happened. But the only thing is that the Lord should be pleased. Here, the statement that is coming is, I am pleased. So I will make a way up. Let's read the next sloka.
त्वया अर्चितश्चाहम् अपत्यगुप्तये पयोव्रतेन अनुगुणं सामीदित तेन पुत्रत्वम् उपेत्य ते सुतान्
स्वांचेन पुत्रं त्वम् उपेत्य
मारीच तपसि आदिश्च you Archita being worshipped, Cha also, Aham I, Apatya Guptaye giving protection to your sons, Payovratena by the Payovrata vow, Anugumanam as far as possible, Samidita properly worshipped, Swa Amshena by my plenary portion, Putratvam becoming your son, Upetya taking this opportunity, Te Sutan to your other sons, Gupta Asmi, I shall give protection. Maricha of Kashyap Muni, Tapasi in the austerity, Adhitishta situated. Translation. You have prayed to me and properly worshipped me by performing the great Payovrata ceremony for the sake of protecting your sons. Because of Kashyap Muni's austerity, I shall agree to become your son and thus protect your other sons.
Okay. So, Lord is promising that I will become your son and become Upa Indra. What is the meaning of Upa? Means deputy. Smaller. Indra and Upa Indra. So that's why one of the names of Lord is Upendra. Vamandev name is Upendra. Upa Indra. Smaller brother of Indra. And one thing I'll tell you. Now Lord is fighting for Indra against Bali Maharaj to give him the Swargaloka. And when his time will finish, who's Indra's test? And Bali Maharaj has to be made as Indra. At that time, Lord will be fighting Indra to give it back to Bali Maharaj. Because that time Indra will not be. And when the time will come, that time, it is mentioned in the Puranas. Now the time is going up, he is in Sutal Loka.
Next Indra is Bali.
Bali Maharaj. So during that time, this Indra will not leave. It is mentioned. And that time, he will be forced to leave. So it is said that actual giver of anything or actual taker of anything is Lord. We have to live as per the will of God. So here, Lord is promising Aditi that he will become his son and he will protect all the devas. Now, I just wanted to ask you as a group discussion question. Like I mentioned you about Arjuna, that how Lord protected Arjuna. Lord protected many other devotees and unka kaam nikal diya. So which are the devotees which you remember where Lord ने असंभव भी संभव काम करके दिया? Draupadi's Vastra Haran.
Parikshit Maharaj.
Please write on the board that even here we see that Bali Maharaj is Ajay. What is it? He cannot be defeated. But then also Lord became Vamana. To, because mother had done pure devotional service. Mother had done pure devotional service, and because of that, Lord was pleased and he was able to fulfill the wishes of his thing. भक्तों का काम पूरा कर देती है।
Verse is given because of Kashyap Muni's austerities and nothing.
Kashyap Muni austerity, the word, where is that? Kashyap Muni son. Because of Kashyap, I have agreed to come as your son and thus protect to you as a son. So Kashyap Muni, and if you see, Kashyap Muni is Vasudev himself. And who is Aditi? Devaki Mata. So all,
Yeah.
he is also, so father और mother दोनों का, अगर तपस्या रहेगा तो ज्यादा कृपा होता है.
Prayogata also mentioned.
Yeah, प्रयोग.
He says you've done the Varasa very nicely.
हाँ.
So I am very pleased. Yes, it's mentioned.
So, in short, bhakti never goes straight. Please write. Bhakti never goes straight. So we have mentioned about Arjuna being protected in the war. Which are the places? Draupadi being protected. See, in the Lakshadra, we know what happened. The last का घर बना दिया था पूरा. Complete planning was done that they all should die. But using Vidura, how he came, and he gave an example of mouse and rat, and a tunnel was built with the help of and the tunnel was built, and then that 5 Bhil people had come, 5 Adivasi Bhil people had come, and their bodies were recovered that night. Lord arranged that at that night they should sleep over there. And at that night only the fire was lit. That is how Lord protected Pandavas, even in that scenario. We know Bhim was given poison and he was thrown in the river and he was drowned down. But there also Lord arranged kya? Unke relatives will gaya. And the snakes were, biting. But instead of biting, the poison they were able to suck the entire poison. And when that Varuna down was saying, this is our relative. He is our relative. How can we, we should help him out. And then there were 10 kunds. How many kunds? And each kund had the power of 1,000 elephants. So he was able to drink that 10 kund. So instead of dying, when he came back, he came with 10,000 elephants. Power of 10,000 elephants. That is how Lord arranges, protected him. Huh? Any other incidents which you can remember? Uttara. Impossible. You can write. Uttara coming, running down. Huh? Krishna, Krishna, Mahabaho, Pahimam, Jagadaguru. She's crying. Let me die. Like, my son should not die. Not Abhimanyu. Uttara. Abhimanyu's son. Abhimanyu's son. Parikshit Maharaj in the Garbha.
In the womb of mother.
And Lord is seeing that the Brahmastra is coming, which is specially directed
Towards
in the womb. And at that time, impossible. It is completely impossible to stop it. But what did Lord do? He entered in the womb. And Gada and Sudarshan. Actually, one was enough to stop this Brahmastra. But Lord had doubt if एक fail होगा तो दूसरा ready होगा. Alternative arrangement. In the thumb size is inside the womb. Inside the womb. And rotating the Garbha. And in that Garbha, Parikshit Maharaj saw Lord. इसीलिए उनका नाम बड़ा Parikshit. Why? Because whenever he was coming out, क्या रहता है? जो पेट में बच्चों को हैबिट देते हैं ना, वो बाहर निकलती है. आपको एक स्टोरी बताता हूँ इस पर. एक बच्चा बहुत रोता. लेकिन जब कोई सीरियल आता था ना, तो चुप हो गया. तो इसका रिसर्च किया गया तो मालूम पड़ा कि माँ पूरे 9 महीने वही सीरियल देखती है। So whatever the sanskar are given to the children at the time of birth in that 9 months period,
Time in the womb.
that remains in the child. वो डीएनए में आ जाता है, उनके डीएनए में मदर फादर का जो आता है ना, वो डीएनए में आ जाता है कभी कभी, अच्छी चीज और सब साथ में डीएनए में कुछ ना कुछ रह जाता है। मदर फादर का अंश आपको बच्चों में देखने को मिलेगा उनके हैबिट में। कभी कभी हम हमारे बच्चों को देखते तो हमको भी ऐसा होता है कि मेरी कुछ हैबिट इसमें है। हाँ? अपने को हम नहीं बोलते, लेकिन हमको मालूम है कि ये आ गया, इसमें आ गया, इसमें इसका दोष नहीं है, बाय डिफेक्ट है क्या। सो सेम थिंग हैपेंड फॉर परीक्षित। इन द परीक्षित ही सॉ द लॉर्ड, क्या दैट लॉर्ड इज प्रोटेक्टिंग हिम, एंड दैट हैबिट of seeing the Lord whenever he came outside, कोई भी सावला person दिखता था, any person, he used to just analyze, is that the same person which I saw in my womb? And that's why his name became Parikshita. Ikshita means seeing, and Parikshita means analyzing and seeing. Analyzing, every time analyzing, is that the same person? This is that same person which I saw in my. So the sanskars which are given in the womb, they remain. So we see that Lord was running in the womb to neutralize the Brahmastra. Not only one Brahmastra, but the 5 Brahmastra were sent for killing all the Pandavas also. And they were also, so impossible thing Lord did. Huh? Because in the beginning of the battle, Lord had already told whom? To Arjuna in the Virat Rupa, I have killed everybody. Nimitta matrena sabyasachi. You are just a instrument, Arjuna. I have already killed everybody in the battle. You are just a instrument. Whether you fight or not fight, they are already dead. And only you 5 will remain. All other will be dead.
7 of them. No, when the other.
There are few other people. Pitvarma. Ashwathama, because actually it is more than death for Ashwathama. It was a curse. It was not a living. It was cursed. That Rakta, that money was taken away, and because of that money, a voodoo happened over there. And that will never dry. Always it will bleed.
He lost his power.
So it was not actually, it was more worse than that. More worse than that he had to suffer. Yes. Ashwathama is still there. So what I'm trying to say, Lord did the impossible thing possible by protecting Parikshit. Any other instance which you Durvasa Muni eating one grain. Duryodhan sent all 10,000 Brahmanas so that they can give curse. किसको? पांडव बर्बाद हो जाए, क्योंकि he knew that if they give curse, they will be finished. And for that, Lord came and ate one grain, which was there in Akshay Patra, because Vardhan was given after Draupadi ate. It is only the next prahar that food will come out from it. And Duryodhana knew this perfectly. And knowing all this thing, he sent Durvasa with 10,000 Shishyas. It was so dangerous situation. Completely dangerous situation. Where, because there is no way to come out of the curse of the Brahmanas. If the Brahmanas curse, it is impossible to come out. ये तो खाली अम्बरीश महाराज जैसे भक्त रहेंगे वो बच जाएंगे. He can be only protected, otherwise nobody can be saved from the curses of the. And in that also Lord ate one. And what happened? अरे उधर डकार मारने लगा हो. Everybody was so filled in the water itself that they ran from there. So Lord comes for protection and comes out the way. Any other example which you can remember? Mirabai also you can say when the poison was given. Yes.
अर्जुन को मारना है, बचाने के लिए युक्ति किया था द्रौपदी को.
Yeah, to protect the prana, he took that ratha and broke his vow. But that we cannot say as what I am trying to say. In a dangerous situation, Lord saved the devotees and Prahlad Maharaj, you can say, put in the fire, thrown in the water, whatever you planned, anything for killing, everything was done by his father. You know, he was put. There are elephants. Which elephants? Which balance the universe. क्या करते हैं? हाँ, balance करने के लिए. Because he was the king of the universe, he called that elephant कि इसको crush करो. It is mentioned in other Puranas. कलयुग नहीं था ना माता जी. They were thrown in the poisons. All type of witches were done. All type of Maya was done. But nothing happened to Prahlad Maharaj. He was saved from it. So Prahlad Maharaj is an example. Which other example you can say?
From the forest fire.
You can say the example Nandavasis from the fire Lord protected him.
From Kalia.
Kalia protected.
From
Huh?
the Govardhan Leela.
Govardhan lifting of the impossible Govardhan Leela. But what about Haridas Thakur? You can say how Haridas Thakur was protected.
He was being beaten.
He was beaten. That time also he was protected. Then he was sent. A prostitute was sent to destroy his entire career. Yeah? But what happened to the prostitute? She became Haridasi. She became Haridasi. And that is the power of bhakti, pure devotion. Huh? That they, out of enviousness, the Ramchandra Khan had said that his everything should be finished. When Gopal Chakravarti, he was a Brahmana, and Haridas Thakur was glorifying about the glories of the holy name. And he told that just by chanting Nam Abhas, one can get liberated. So he didn't, he was not convinced by the argument, and he started blaspheming that I am Brahmana. I also did a Welsh Shastra. How can you say कि थोड़ा सा नाम जप करने से आदमी की मुक्ति हो जाएगी? I curse you कि तुम्हारा नाक गिर जाए. और दूसरे दिन उसका नाक गिर गया. He got leprosy. He got leprosy because he blasphemed Gopal Chakravarti, Haridas Thakur. So we see how Lord protects the devotee. Any other example which you can remember? Prabhupada. Prabhupada. While traveling to USA with a heart attack, and Lord is coming and rowing the boat personally. And Lord is saying, don't worry, I'll cross you.
There is no storm.
Huh? And in entire Atlantica, the captain is himself saying that I've never seen so calm the Pacific, this ocean. So there are many, many incidents. If we go, it is the nature of the Lord that He always sides the devotees. He always sides with the devotees. And that's why, because He has taken a vow, Name Bhakta, hey Arjuna, my devotees will never perish. Please bless me. And that's why Bhakti Yoga is what we call as the ultimate protector for any jiva. Who has taken the shelter of Bhakti, ultimately it will never ever go fail. एक बार योग फेल हो जाएगा, एक बार ध्यान फेल हो जाएगा, एक बार ज्ञान फेल हो जाएगा तुम्हारा, एक बार तुम्हारा कर्म फेल हो जाएगा, लेकिन भक्ति never ever it will fail. And that's why Lord is becoming a beggar over here. What is becoming? Beggar. Because that is His swabha. It is His swabha. Huh? How Sudama was protected. Just by eating. Everything changed in his life. Because Lord was satisfied by eating that. So the goal of the human life is to satisfy the Lord. What? If Lord is satisfied, nothing impossible is left out for the human being. Everything can be possible. Haliyo Bhagavan Santushtam. And how is Lord satisfied? When His devotees are satisfied. Here we see the Brahmanas are satisfied with Bali Maharaj. Kya hai? Brahmanas are by the seva of Bali Maharaj. And that's why Lord is saying, no, I cannot interfere in this thing. So you cannot directly satisfy the Lord, but you can at least satisfy the devotees first. Guru, Vaishnav, Sadhu. Unko pehla pasand karo. If they are happy, automatically their blessings, Lord blessings will also come. Okay, read further. We'll go further.
Upadhava patim bhadre.
Upadhava patim bhadre.
Patim akalam vasam.
Rajati
Cha bhavyati tatyava.
Raja bhavayati
Evam rupam avasthitam.
evam rupam avasthitam.
Just go worship Patim, your husband, Bhadre, O gentle woman, Prajapatim, who is Prajapati, Akalam Masam, very much purified because of his austerity, Mama, me, Cha, as well as Bhavyati, thinking of Patayu within your husband, Evam, thus Rupam form, Avasthitam, situated there.
See two things in this translation, please read.
Always thinking of me.
Please write what I'm the point is here.
Always thinking of me as being situated within the body of your husband Kashyap, who worship your husband, who has been purified by his austerity.
Here, Lord is saying two things in this shloka. Two principles here we learn in this shloka. First, always worship me. What?
Always worship.
Think always me. Thinking of me. And second, you have to worship Kashyap Muni. Who is Kashyap Muni? Kashyap Muni is his husband, his guru, and his everything. For Aditi, Kashyap Muni is guru also. What is he? Guru. Guiding everything. And why he is saying to worship Kashyap? Because through austerity, he has been purified. तो गुरु अगर तपस्वी है कौन तो उनकी ही सेवा करनी है क्या करनी है तो यहाँ पे दो जन की सेवा बात करती है एक गुरु और एक भगवान सो वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड लॉर्ड इज नॉट सेइंग कि खाली मेरी सेवा करो लेकिन यहाँ पे क्या बोला है गुरु Kashyap Muni is a place of a guru. And why you should worship Kashyap Muni? Because of his austerities. Very purified soul. Why he's a purified. So one principle that you should understand, that you should worship गुरु परंपरा में जो आते हैं और जो तपस्वी जो भक्त लोग हैं उनकी अगर आप सेवा करते हो और साथ में भगवान की भक्ति करते हो, there is nothing impossible that you cannot achieve in your life. Everything will be possible, and that is the principle. एक और बात, डायरेक्टली सिर्फ भगवान को वर्शिप करोगे और भक्तों को वर्शिप नहीं करोगे तो नहीं चलेगा. एक चेन परंपरा एवं परंपरा प्राप्तम एवं परंपरा. You have to come in a parampara system where you have, all types of people, middle, lower, and higher types. And you have to deal with all types of people, which we call Kanishtadhikari, Madhyamadhikari. You have to deal with all types of people. When you are dealing with the lower type of people, you have to show mercy. You have to tolerate. क्या करना है? You have to always tolerate and not to say anything. But when you are dealing with the same level of people, you should have friendship. You should have, dadati prati granati gulyam akhyam prichyati, giving, taking relation. And you should be speaking about Lord. Friendship we should be. And when you are dealing with the higher types of people, the attitude should be of service. This is the way, if you deal, and at the same time, the goal is to serve the Lord, then everything in your life will come to a point of success. But अगर आप directly सिर्फ भगवान को worship करो, क्या? And you do not have these levels, then the success is not there. Because Lord clearly says, जो कहता है जो मेरा भक्त है, वो मेरा भक्त नहीं, लेकिन जो मेरे भक्तों का भक्त है, he is my real devotee. And that's why we see in all places, Guru and Bhagwan both have to be properly worshipped. So here Lord is saying that go and worship Kashyap because he is austerity, because he gave the instruction to do the Payodhivata. Yes. Right? Dhruv Mata's mother became a guru for Dhruv Maharaj. And she inspired her to do the bhakti. Right? And that's why when Dhruv Maharaj was going to Vaikuntha, it was her mother who went first. वो पहले आगे गई. So this is how the chain reaction happens. Okay, please. So two principles we learned over here. Always worship me and worship Kashyap Muni means Guru and Lord. Okay. ठीक है. 20. Yes, Prabhu.
नैतत् परस्मा अक्षेयम्
नेतत् अक्षेयम्
दृष्टयापि कथञ्चन सत्यते देवी देवगुह्यं सुसुकृतम् not etat is parasmai to outsiders. Akshayam is to be disclosed. Krishnayapi, even though question, Kathanchana, by anyone, Sarvam, everything. Sampadayate, become successful. Devi, O lady. Devaguhyam, very confidential, even to the demigod. Su Sampratam, very carefully kept confidential. Translation, O lady, even if someone inquires, you should not disclose this fact to anyone. That which is very confidential is successful, it kept secret.
एक बात आपको ध्यान में रखना है. Whenever you do bhakti, अपनी भक्ति को disclose मत करो यार. Please do not disclose. Always say I am doing nothing. You update your sending it to the Guru. That is right, but don't give the update to everybody. They have got initiated, so the sadhana update has to be given to Guru. Diksha Guru. He has not told, but I have told that it is your duty that you should set whatever seva, so at least you should know what is going on. That's why that update has to be sent. जैसे हमारा साधना कार्ड रहता था पहले starting में use में in the early days passport and everything we used to fill. So that is the same thing which we say that we should update our guru in touch. We should be always in touch. See, it is not his duty; it is our duty to give the update to him. हमको कृपा चाहिए कि उनको कृपा चाहिए? कृपा हमको चाहिए. So we should go and we should speak, right? Then the mercy will flow. So here one another thing. Try to keep your sadhana confidential and only disclose it to Guru and Lord, not to everybody. If everybody, we have to say, हमारी कुछ भी भक्ति नहीं होगी. क्या बोलना? खाली हमारे लिए प्रार्थना करो कि मेरे अच्छी तो सामने वाला दया करेगा. ठीक है, इसको भक्ति अच्छी हो जाएगी. So this is what we have to understand. We have to always ask blessings. क्या बोलेगा? Blessings to Prabhu, blessings to, by which I can do nice. If you say that, it will invoke mercy from. हमारी गाड़ी मर्सी पे चलती है. इस पे चलती हमारी ज्यादा उस पर नहीं चलती. 50% हमारी गाड़ी जो भी चलती है मर्सी गाड़ी, राइट है. And that's why always try to keep the sadhana for yourself and you disclose it to only Guru and Lord. But for others, you always pray. हमारे लिए आप pray करो कि हमारी भक्ति. Okay. So this is also one principle that you should understand. Every shloka, every word of Bhagavatam will give you something, which you can go towards the Lord. Every principle. Now we'll discuss only 3 shlokas. But in these 3 shlokas also, many principles came out. That how Lord goes out of the way to उनका काम करता ही करता. Right? Anyhow, he tries to protect his youth because that is the vachan that he has given. Name bhakta, my devotees will never ever. They will be in some or other way. They will cross over. And what is the ultimate passing of the bhakti? Going back to. And Prabhupada has given guarantee. कि आप अगर 16 माला करते हो, 4 नियम का पालन करते हो, हाँ, और मेरे जो बताए हुए नियम पे बराबर चलते हो, तो मैं गारंटी देता हूं कि आपको मैं गोलोक लेके जाऊं. That is his guarantee. हमारी गारंटी पे कुछ विश्वास मत करना, लेकिन प्रभुपाद का गारंटी, right? That's why we have to follow the instruction which our Guru and Acharyas are giving. Next look, and here we'll stop the class because it's already late.
21.
21.
Shri Sukha Uvacha Gita Uttva Bhagavasam Bhagavan Tatra Vantar Adirata Iti Durlabam Labda Hare Janmatma Atmani Prabhu
Hare Janmatmani Prabhu
Upadavata Pati Bhaktya
Upadavate Patiyatya
Kutyavata
Pariyata. Directly read the translation, probably.
Sukadeva Goswami said, after speaking in this way, the Supreme Personality of Godhead disappeared from that very spot. Aditi, having received the extremely valuable benediction that the Lord would appear as her son, considered herself very successful and with great devotion, she approached her husband. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Here we understand After taking the instruction, the devotee is following the instruction nicely. What she is doing? Obeying the orders nicely. आपको instruction मिल जाते हैं, मगर आप उसको orders को बराबर follow नहीं करते हो, तब भी आपका problem होता है. So when we get some instructions from Guru and Parampara, as per Prabhupada, we should try to follow. There are simple instructions. We should get up early in the morning, attend the Mangala Aarti, do Tulsi Aarti, Narsingha Pranam, do morning japa in the morning time only. We should do whatever we are eating, we should offer to the Lord. We should have deities in our house. The deities should be our whole and soul of the house. We should see that whatever we are earning, minimum 10%. How much? Should be reserved for Lord. Maximum 50%. But at least you should start with 10%. We are grahasthas. And whatever we, as per our capacity, we should try to use whatever we have for satisfying. Okay, let us recall what are the principles that we learned today in 5 minutes.
Lord himself gave a common.
Huh?
Lord himself gave a common.
Okay. Common. What else? What are the principles? Yes, Prabhu. Lord never fails with his devotees. कभी कभी हमको ऐसा क्यों लगता है कि भगवान का हमारा सुनता नहीं है कभी. Why you feel? अच्छा, भगवान सुनता है.
Never goes it never goes through. And Lord can make way out for his devotees from the impossible.
Lord can make out the way out for the devotees, even for the impossible. Right.
And he always sides with his Lord sides with him.
Yes.
And his devotees never perish.
Yes, never devotees perish. This is the first. Lord is pleased when his devotees. This is the principle that we should understand.
Bhakti yoga is the only protector of Jivatma.
Any other yoga you take, it will fail out.
It will not.
Huh? It will fail. Whether it is karma yoga, dhyan yoga, jnana yoga, there is no guarantee. But this yoga, bhakti yoga, will definitely protect you. Right?
Yeah, we should go according to the parampara.
We should try to follow parampara. We should never bypass the Lord by bypass the Guru and the parampara and directly try to go towards the Lord.
Goal should be to satisfy the Lord.
Yes.
Guru sadhu and Vaishnava.
Yes, goal should be satisfied through Guru Sadhu and Vaishnava. That is the goal. What else?
Lord instructs Aditi that you should worship me and you should worship Kashyap Muni as your guru.
Yes.
Because he has performed great austerity.
Austerity and purified. So this is one of the qualities of a guru. Austerity, tapa. We say 3 things we should never leave. Yajna, dan and tapa. Yes.
He also said little bit of bhakti which is done never goes waste. In fact, it has the power to save you from all your greatest danger.
Greatest danger. Even if you are in the greatest danger, if you have done little bit of bhakti, neha, avikrama nashoste, pratyavayo na vidyate, swalpamasya dharmasya, trayate mahato bhaya. What else?
But not process.
Whatever bhakti you do, don't try to show to others. Huh?
Google form.
No. That is reporting. Showing. One is showing. Show cast your. हम ये कर रहे हो, वो कर रहे हो. अरे भाई इससे अच्छा ये बोलना है कि हम कुछ नहीं कर रहे आप. It's better to say that please pray for us. Huh?
We should be polite.
Not polite. Humble. Or
Truly, we become fortunate in the association of devotees and all the misfortune goes away.
Yeah. Association of devotees create a lot of fortune. And that is what we should pray to the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna